I am one sick puppy. I have discovered a way to make an NHL with 36 teams work. What are the 4 expansion teams going to be? They're going to be Atlanta, Hamilton, Ontario, Houston, Texas, and San Diego, California. There's going to be 6 divisions with 6 teams in each division. In the Eastern Conference, you're going to have 3 different divisions. In the Northeast Division, you will have Montreal, Boston, Long Island, New York, New Jersey, and Philly. In the Southeast Conference, you will have Washington, D.C., Nashville, Carolina, Atlanta, Florida, and Tampa. In the Great Lakes Division, you're going to have Ottawa, Toronto, Hamilton, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Columbus. In the Western Conference, you're also going to have 3 divisions. In the Midwest Division, you're going to have Detroit. Further advances, I apologize for putting Detroit back in the Western Conference, but with Atlanta and Hamilton being further east than Detroit, it has to happen that way. I'm sorry. Chicago, Minnesota, St. Louis, Dallas, and Houston. In the Mountains Division, you're going to have Winnipeg. Again, I apologize. Winnipeg is the worst placed geographical alignment we have, because either you put them in the Midwest and then put Dallas in the mountains, which isn't fair, or you put Winnipeg in the mountains, which also isn't fair. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Colorado, Arizona, Vegas, Calgary, and Edmonton. And in the Pacific, you have Vancouver, Seattle, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, and San Diego. Now, you might think, what would a balanced schedule with 36 teams look like? Here you go. If you play your divisional opponents 5 times, 5 times 5 gets you 25 games. Your interdivision opponents 3 times, 12 times 3 gets you 36 games. And then you play your interconference teams once, so 18 times 1 gets you 18 games. That is a 79-game regular season. That is far less travel and way less wear and tear on your players. So I have no reason to see why the NHLPA would reject this format. Speaking of a different format, you're gonna have to change the playoffs, because if you use the current format of the top 3 teams in each division plus a wild card, that gives you a 22-team NHL playoff. That's not gonna work. So instead of using the current format, we're just gonna go back to the 1 through 8 format per conference. I don't think anybody's gonna have an issue with that, because it worked just fine before the NHL decided to fuck with it anyways. And that is how you get a 36-team NHL. I know that I'm going to piss off Detroit and Winnipeg fans with this, but you adapt or you die. And quite frankly, since Detroit spent most of their existence post-expansion in the Western Conference, I say just welcome tradition again. My name's Trey McGathan, and I'll be seeing you soon.